Hey guys, Tonic here. A few hours ago, Bethesda updated the PTS, and in this update, we got our first look at the new fishing system. Now, when this was first teased and announced, I was really stoked. I love fishing, it's one of my favorite hobbies. I fish all the time in the summer. I think last year I had a streak where I fished for like 12 days straight with my brother. And this is GoPro footage I had on my PC from a catch last year, I think. So I was super excited for this one. It's two of my favorite things coming together, Fallout and fishing. But getting into the update, outside of Vault 76 down the stairs, you will find a new note. This will start a new quest called Casting Off, and from here, we have to travel to a new place down in the mire called Fisherman's Rest. Alright, so here we are at Fisherman's Rest, and we do have a little sign right here. And crossing this bridge here, we can go to our quest marker. Looks like there's a boat in the middle of this little island. And actually, what is that? It looks like there's a hermit crab in this boat, and we can't advance it, so I think it's just a set dressing. But that is really cool. And I actually really like that lantern. There's like a fishing pole holding up this lantern. But going over here, we have the fisherman, and we also have Captain Raymond Clark. And I think that's it over here. Little building over here. So let's go ahead and talk to the fisherman. Alright, I guess we'll talk to the other person.
Ah, a fresh face. Come to volunteer your services, have ye? Oh, him? He's truly a monstrous creature. Oh, he's truly a fine specimen, isn't he? A gentle soul. But never mind about that. You seem like the capable type, ideal for the job at hand. He demands that ye... Oh, we'd like ye to aid us in catching the fish round these parts. Bring us whatever ye haul out of the water. The stranger, the better.
So as always with my first look videos, I'm not going to try and spoil everything, so I'm not going to go through all the dialogue options. But he does have a little bit more dialogue, and these two seem kind of interesting. Also, I'm not exactly sure what the fisherman's supposed to be. It kind of looks like a Mylar King and a human combined. Really weird, but we do have to pick up some supplies from the fisherman. So let's go ahead and try and get our equipment. Alright, so I think we got our fishing rod, and here's a little pop-up. Stand by deep water and select bait to fish with. Cast your line or reel in when a fish pulls the bobber below the surface. Keep the fish within the catch zone until it reaches the center of the circle. But okay, so it said to stand by some deep water. So this looks pretty deep. And I'm not getting a pop-up. Okay, so if you look at the water, you have the fishing option. Hold down R. We actually have a little animation here. So we have cast, bait, common, let's see, improved, superb. Superb has the little atomic shop thing. So we'll go ahead and try that. We also have the toggle camera. So that is kind of cool. I actually like this angle here. So let's see if we can cast. You don't really cast it that far. Looks like we do have a spinning rod. And we're getting some tugs. Okay. So do we have to time it with those tugs, or will it actually pull it down? Alright. There we go. So we gotta hold this here when it kind of moves around. And we got a fish. A red belly. Sick. And real quick, I do want to see if that shows up in our inventory. And it does. So we have a red belly, small fish. That is kind of cool. But we have to catch two more. So going back to it. I think I like this camera angle. I feel like that's going to be the easiest to see. We'll cast her back out. And yeah, I feel like this one's going to be the easiest to see the bobber. We're getting some bites again. I want something big. I want to see like a rad bass or something. There we go. We're pulling it in. And we got her. Well, this one looks bigger. Maybe a bluegill or something. Sunscream. Okay. Oh, and we can expect it right here in the animation, I think. No, it won't actually. It just puts it back in the inventory. I may have hit the wrong key. I'll try it for the next one. But yeah, this kind of looks like a pumpkin seed, actually. Okay. So we'll do another one. Should be the last fish, then we can try and complete this quest. Cast her out there. This is cool. It's kind of boring, but I actually really like it. There we go. Oop. And we got her. Okay. Let's see what this one looks like. So it does have the inspect option down there, but when I hit it, it just puts it back. Oh, look at that. Okay, so just out of curiosity, I do want to try missing a fish here, so we're going to cast it out there. And I'll speed up the footage a bit so you're not just waiting. But I'm going to cast it out there. I'm going to purposely try and lose with this one and just see what happens. Okay, so it just kind of gets off the hook. All right, but we do have our 3 fish. So let's go ahead and return to the captain.
Have you made the catches yet?
Here they are.
Give them here. They're fish, all right, but nothing special. Don't bother me friend with these. You might as well feed them to Linda Lee instead. Chop them up into fish bits before you do, though. She's eaten plenty today, and the last thing we want is giving her more indigestion.
All right, so turn the fish into fish bits at a cooking station. There's one right here. Okay, so we have food. So let's go ahead and turn them into fish bits. And maybe we can go ahead and use this to catch like a catfish or something. You know, we actually have to feed it to Linda Lee. There you go. Oh, okay. Looks like we got a reward for that. Interesting.
Did you feed the beast, like I asked? Perhaps she's taken a shine to you. Once she's filled that cavernous stomach and gulped down enough fish, something always comes back up.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So looks like we can feed her and get some items from it.
Belly of hers. And how many innocent...
Alright, so here we actually do have the rewards. So discover new rewards through fishing.
I have
Complete
some work
fishing
for you.
challenges to earn rod
If you have the
upgrades
time.
and reel in tougher fish. That's pretty sick. Convert fish to fish bits at cooking stations to use in recipes or feed them to Linda Lee for rewards. Discover rare and elusive fish to display in your camp by experimenting with different bait locations and weather conditions. So that does complete the quest, and I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, so a very short quest line, but I really like the fishing. I think it's super fun, and we did get some better bait as rewards, so I do want to see what that catches. So there we have the improved bait. We'll cast that out. This one's really fighting. We got her. Oh, this is huge. A ridge trout. Look at that, it's like a rainbow trout. So coming back to the captain, it looks like we can trade and buy some common bait. And same with the fisherman, you can also buy some common bait.
Could you lend me a hand?
And he actually wants a hand, so
Aye, that
let's see what this is.
I'm in dire need of it. The art of fishing is one that is long lost, but greatly needed now more than ever. I need you to go fishing for me.
So, what is that, like a repeatable quest? A daily quest, okay. So you have to speak to the captain, and then fish caught in the forest, 7. So you have to catch 7 fish in the forest. So I've caught all 7 fish in the forest region, and to complete the daily, just have to go here, click on that, and we are good. So let's go ahead and see what kind of rewards we get. We got a plan for a drowned fancy desk. So here's that drowned fancy desk. It does look kind of cool. We have some weeds and stuff on there. It does look like it's been underwater for a while. And then we also have the fish display. I'm really excited for these. I'm going to try and get all these pretty quick. And we'll go ahead and put this in there. Yeah, it just kind of holds the fish up. Pretty cool rewards. So you can modify your rod at the weapon workbench. It's called the janky rod. In here we have a standard reel, so eventually we can maybe get a better reel. And we have the time to hook, line strength, reel and speed, catch zone, rotation speed, and cannot be traded. We also have a standard hook. Then here we have different bobbers, so that's kind of cool. We can get some different bobbers. Then we just have janky rod. So I don't really have any modifications to test out right now, but it looks like we can upgrade it over time. Also in the patch notes, it says that weather will play a role in fishing, so that is really cool. But that pretty much covers the fishing side of things, but there's still some more with this update. It also says that there are a lot of perk changes and legendary mod changes, and there are a lot of changes, so I won't cover them all in this video because it is already kind of long, but I will leave a link to the patch notes down below, so you can check them out if you'd like. But overall, I'm really happy with the fishing system. It's pretty solid, the minigame is fun trying to keep the fish in that catch zone, and some fish fight a lot more than others. I really like it, and I can definitely see myself spending a lot of time fishing, trying to get the rare fish and the big catches. I already want to start building like a fishing camp for this update. I think that'd be pretty sweet. So overall, I like this and I am excited for it to come to the game. But that is pretty much going to be it for this video, so I would like to say thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, I'd like to give a massive thank you to all of the channel members: Leo the Collector Plays, Ed Vale, Joe Pervincente, Jonathan the Cruz, Theodore Radcon, F95XM1, Some Random Bloke, Jivin Joe, Kevin W, Revival Dan, Ubi, Ice Cream Manny, Jays the Aussie, Dr. Calamari, Argent Deer, Shaky Ann's Workshop, Loopy, CRM114, Slappy Sauce, Victrix Anna S, Golty Lanthar, Captain Awesome, Heather Henderson, Patrick Ruda, 20th Icefire, Bazza Double Friend, Christy Mellon Schwitz. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and have a great day.